Hicks got trapped there from Jaden Taylor as well as TJ Woodson. He just throws it off one of their legs out of bounds. Somebody new in here. It is CJ Raby. No foul called. He was looking for one, but it did go out of bounds off of Carver. Hicks pulls up from way downtown, and that's good. What a shot from Fortune Hicks. Dialing it up from deep, and it is 11 off. 30 seconds even left in the first quarter here. Screen is set for Woodson. Woodson going to step back. He drives to the rim, and it is good. TJ Woodson gets his first points of the game with that layup. Pass to the corner. He drives baseline, pulls up for the mid-range, and it rattles around and is good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. 13 apiece after one. Try and get the number here of who just made that shot. That was number 35 there, Kendrick Roberts. And so usually we throw it to break, but once again, not a whole lot of time between quarters. We will keep it here. There is a 2-minute halftime, so we'll throw it to break then. Pretty evenly matched game here so far in quarter number one. Carver and Bradwell. As I said, we'll be covering the next two games, so stay here for those. We got Chatco versus Whitewater, and then rounding it out with Carver versus Terrell. That is a rematch from the playoffs last season where Terrell got the best of Carver, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that one. Woodson has it, and he breaks his ankles. Woodson's still trying to go to work, and Hicks does a good job. Almost comes away with that steal. That ball ultimately goes out of bounds off of a Bradwell player, and so Carver will keep it. Deep inbound to Woodson. Screen is set there from Tyler Matthews. Woodson pulls up. That's all. He gets his own rebound, though. Good pump fake. Pull up midi is going to rattle out. Rebound by Hicks and tied up for the jump ball. So Bradwell will take possession there. Over to the corner, opts to shoot the three. That one is going to be short and rebounded there. Good pass and the dunk. Goes up with two to make sure it goes in. That's Tyler Matthews. And Fortune Hicks just about hit an incredible fading away shot from the corner three. Floater hits back rim, gets his own rebound. And there is a whistle. It looks like he's going to go to the line. That is number 24, Keon Singleton. He's still in search for his first points of the game. And he can get two with one free throw right here. That one's short and rebounded by Carver. Carver opting to move quick here. Mishandles it, and possession's going to go back to Bradwell. I know when I used to play at Calvary, we'd spend summer doing nothing really but conditioning. So when we did these summer camps, we'd be super quick and could last a little bit longer than the other teams. Good three-pointer there. That was number 20. That's E.J. Hale. So he's got 6 in the game.
Next, Bradwell Institute out of Hinesville, Georgia, just outside of Fort Stewart.
A little bit of a trip for Bradwell.
Well, as a former military member, I spent a lot of times at Fort Stewart, so I know exactly where Bradwell Institute is.
Drives to the rim, tries to take a charge. And that's going to be called a blocking foul. I like the effort, though. Put your body on the line. C.J. Raby. So going to the line to shoot is Jaden Taylor. He's got 2 points so far in this one.
So he had a great day one when we were calling the games. Jaden Taylor, also a pretty good football player, too.
A lot of multi-sport athletes out here, Richard.
Oh, yeah.
Carver keeps possession. Taylor has it. Good pass over to the wing, and that three-pointer's up and good from number 12. That is Caleb Wilbur off the bench for 3 points. And Carver has the lead back. It's 18-16. Through the contact, just about gets it to go there. Does E.J. Hale. So he'll go to the line to shoot again. Richard, these are two very scrappy teams. They play with a lot of physicality, and it's showing so far in this one.
Yeah, we had a chance to see Bradwell Institute last year in the summer league. They're I believe they're a 5A, 6A school. I don't know what classification they're in now, but I believe they're a 5A school.
Three-pointer was off the mark there for Jaden Taylor. Carver tried to get it back, but goes out of bounds on him. Fortune Hicks so far has been the star for this Bradwell team. He gets that one stolen, though, by Taylor. Taylor is going to go up with his left and rolls it in. Nice little finger roll there from Jaden Taylor. Foul is called there. The 20-18 Carver. We've dipped beneath 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. So the clock will stop once it gets under 2 minutes.
Don't forget, Paxton coming up next. We got Chaco and Whitewater, and then the nightcap. To put a bow in this thing, it's Carver again. Take it on Farrell? Is it Terrell or Farrell?
I believe it's Terrell.
Is the
Terrell?
H silent? Terrell. I think the H is silent.
It's the age-old question. That one up and no good, so he'll go to the line to shoot one for 2.
Well, Paxton, you know who went to Thorell?
Who's that?
Anthony Edwards. Out of Atlanta.
Absolute superstar right there.
Oh, yeah.
Bellamy's free throw is good, so credit him with 2 points there. And Carver takes a 2-possession lead here. Hicks drawing the double team. He's able to get out of it quick. Right back to Hicks. He pump fakes, stares at him, and drains the three. He finishes the clip. And Fortune Hicks is on fire right now with 11 points out of the 21. You know, when I played a game on this court, Richard,
You were at Calvary, right?
I was. We played Brookstone and lost, but I remember I hit 6 threes. So
6 3.
I would like to say it wasn't because
you're
of
a tall guy, so you like to shoot as a tall guy?
Oh, absolutely. I was a 3-point specialist.
I got to ask you, what, because we call a lot of high school basketball games. Is there a high school basketball player that it kind of reminds you of you when you played?
I would say Liam. I would say Liam Hocutt.
Liam Hocutt. I was
yes,
thinking that.
Yes.
Liam Hocutt, Liam Anderson, any one of the Liams. Whoa!
And he hits it before the buzzer.
The buzzer! What a shot.
That was pretty athletic. It looked like he might have gone for the dunk, but
I thought he was going to dunk that one, Paxton.
Elected to lay it in. I believe that was Tyler Matthews there. And so we're done with the first half. It's quick. 24-21 your score. Carver leading Bradwell at the half. We'll return in just a few moments on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes. Car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at Mike Costello. .com. Car wreck. Car wreck. Costello.
And we are back here at Columbus State University for the summer camp of 2026. This a pretty tight game here between Carver and Bradwell. Carver's leading 24-21.
Paxton, were you part of this summer camp?
I was. I got to play, I believe, 2 years in this summer camp. I was saying before halftime, I had one of my better games in my high school career on this court, actually. Hit 6 3-pointers. Ended with like 22 points, I think.
I tell you what, a lot of players like playing on this court because, you know, it's a collegiate court. You rise to the occasion. T.J. Woodson. Yeah.
A good little pull-up jumper there from the elbow.
That's what he does, Paxton. He does T.J. Woodson things. Outstanding athlete, 3-sport athlete.
Shooter's touch there.
Did you know? I don't know if you know this, Paxton. T.J. Woodson was all region in 3 sports this past year: football, basketball, and baseball.
He is an athlete through and through, Rich. No doubt about it.
That is quite an accomplishment.
Woodson has it right now. Throws up a floater, grabs on rebound, misses, grabs it again, and puts it back in.
Oh, man, he is a tremendous athlete, Jackson.
But see, that right there is going to get you more praise than anything else from a coach. When you follow your shot and you get your own rebound, that one is good.
Oh,
They're stroking it right now. Tyler Matthews up to double-digit points. Foul is going to be called.
I'll tell you what, we're going to get a chance to see Carver again, the rematch of the second-round matchup that Carver feels they wanted this rematch. There was a huge upset in the playoffs last year, second round. Terrell or Farrell, not to be confused with Terrell Academy, but they got a big upset.
They did, and that one is good. Nothing but net there for Ashton Arnold. Yeah, that was a huge upset last year in the playoffs. Rich,
Carver
and you
was
know,
the overall number one seed.
oh yeah, they were on fire. They were doing Carver things. And,
You know it.
but Terrell, however you say it, they came in and they did almost the unthinkable. So that'll be a treat to watch tonight for the main event. Fortune Hicks is too long on his floater. Throws up the lob and just about gets it. Does Matthews. Matthews jumping out the gym right now. Good pull up Jay there from Ashton Arnold. He's up to 7 points here in just this third quarter.
Get it. Oh, there you go.
Jaden Taylor there. It's nonstop action here, Rich. It's quick. Good block there. Jalen Jacobs says, "Get that out of my house." Throws it up for his teammate. And slammed by Tyler Matthews. Man, oh man, you got to call a timeout after that one. That was a highlight.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. Timeout. Yeah. Let's go.
Man, jumping out the gym. And I can tell you from experience, Richard, when you're playing on these college courts, I got the opportunity as well to play in State Farm Arena on the Atlanta Hawks court. And when you step on these type of courts, it's like there's a trampoline underneath. Like for some reason, you just jump higher. And man, if Tyler Matthews ain't proving that right now.
You play above the rim, and I'm not talking about the soundtrack.
And so Carver up 35-28. I believe this is their biggest lead of the game. Which I believe it ties it.
Well, today officially puts a bow on the summer camp. We've had a great time here at Columbus State University. I want to thank Robert Moore, the basketball coach, for putting on such a great event. Think of all the schools that are here, Paxton. We've got over 50 schools. JV, middle school, varsity.
This is huge summer camp. This one just as big, if not bigger, than the one I got to do at Auburn one year. The Bruce Pearl summer camp.
Yep, you got that summer camp coming up.
I guess it'll be the Stephen Pearl.
Stephen Pearl, yeah, he's
summer
taking
camp
over
now.
He'll take over the summer camp.
Trying to go to work. Puts the spin moves on, and that one's up and good. Good bag work there from E.J. Hale, and that puts him in double-digit scoring at 10 points. Oh, what a pass from T.J. Woodson.
I got to ask you, is T.J. Woodson's natural position point guard?
I think he's one of those you can put him anywhere and he'll thrive.
I mean, he could play just about any position on the court.
That one from the college side. My goodness. Tyler Matthews. Richard
Mac.
Holy cow.
We got to give him a nickname. T-Mac. Sounds too much like T-Mac, though. I think
It does.
we'll scratch the nickname. We'll think of something else.
And so Tyler Matthews, I was told he was going to be wearing number 0 in this game, but considering there was no number 0 and everybody else was accounted for, 2 and 2 together, that's Tyler Matthews, and he's having a game. That one blocked there from Jalen Jacobs.
Yeah, I'm excited about the next game. We got Chatco and Whitewater. We'll get a chance to see Chatco without Champ Simpson this year, just to see what they look like. Team that went to the Final Four last year, lost to the eventual champions, Clinch County.
I don't know. Richard loves some Chatco.
Oh, yeah. I caught a lot of Chatco games. We'll pass that.
Trap there. And could have been a double dribble. He passes out for the open 3. It's short and rebounded by Carver. Starting to get kind of chippy out there. Three-pointer in the corner. Going to hit back iron. Hicks passes it to the corner. And looks like Woodson was able to catch a piece of it. He has it. He's going to pull up for 3 and drill it. Richard, if this is a sign of things to come for this season for Carver, I don't know if there's going to be any more upsets.
I still think they're just as strong as they were last year, and they lost Tobias Tolbert. They just continue to get better. Yeah, they not only lost Tobias Tolbert, they lost Quadair Truesdale. He's now at Spencer. But I think the coach, Eric Pembroke Allen, has done a great job developing talent. And I think Carver's going to be the team to beat in 2A. I know the defending champions are Morgan County, but Carver has something to prove. What's missing is a championship. They haven't won a championship since 2019. I think that this is Carver's year just because they are poised. They're the young team that they had last year. They've only gotten better.
Yeah, and they're not in any sort of rebuild mode. They've reloaded. And they're ready to get some revenge, get that bitter taste from that surprise upset last year out of their mouth.
Well, he's not playing right now, but actually he's on the bench, number 2, Matthew McDowell, who came from Aaron Cone. So, he's going to probably see some playing time as a freshman. I'm interested to see that.
No doubt. Taking it out the inbound is CJ Raby. He's going to go right back to him over there. He's in sort of a dangerous spot. And he steps out of bounds. Could not get out of that trap. Coming up on a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Carver up by 12. 42-30 your score. Woodson has it. He drives baseline, just gives it down there to Tyler Matthews. And he's got 16.
Tyler Matthews had an impact as a freshman.
Foul is called.
And I said on the broadcast on Monday, who's going to step up and be that post player now that Tobias Tolbert's at Kennesaw State? And I said it's going to be Tyler Matthews. He's going to be good for about 3 or 4 blocks a game. He's going to be your shot block specialist.
Absolutely, and he's going to be one that you can depend on to
rim
jump
protector.
up, go grab those rebounds that are near the rim. And we just saw not too long ago him get that putback dunk off an offensive rebound. So a lot of talent in Tyler Matthews, and I believe he's going to have a bright future, Rich.
Absolutely. No question about it.
Misses the free throw. Does EJ Hale. Woodson has it shot clock has been turned off. 15 seconds on the game clock. And Woodson's definitely going to be taking the last shot here. We'll see where he dials it up from. He's in the corner, has to try and pass it out. Got in sort of a pickle there. And the buzzer's going to sound. But Carver with a huge third quarter led by TJ Woodson and Tyler Matthews. 44-30 your score going in to the fourth quarter. Richard, what are you seeing so far other than Tyler Matthews that is like really opening your eyes here in this game?
The athleticism. TJ Woodson is still as athletic as he has always been, even when he was in middle school, when he was playing for Richards. He is just creating opportunity for his teammates. And I've seen Jaden Taylor step up, and I've seen Jalen Jacobs. Man, Jalen Jacobs could shoot the lights out of the basketball.
Absolutely.
Those young Carver players that we saw, they were role players in the past couple of years. They're stepping up and starting to become starters, and you're going to see their stats pop off the stat sheet.
And no doubt. And I think, honestly, the most surprising thing to me is most of these guys have been in this entire game, and you don't see one of them huffing and puffing for air.
No, sir.
The conditioning is there, and they're only going to get better as summer rolls on and into the fall.
But I'm a firm believer in what Eric Pembroke Allen is doing. He played basketball at Carver. He knows a thing or two about this Carver pride, that school on the hill.
And a little miscommunication there between teammates. They both went for that, tried to save it. Fortune Hicks gets it packed off the glass. And charge.
Oh, yeah.
That right there is how you put the body on the line. C.J. Raby with a great defensive effort to stop the momentum.
And Paxton, some of these players are football players, too. They got to get ready for football season. Oh, man. We saw Jarvis Jones the other day watching this team, seeing some of the members of his football team.
For sure. And Woodson, that was just so pretty going up, and it rolls off so smooth off his fingers.
He's got a great shot, too.
He does. Foul is drawn, so EJ Hale will go to the line. I believe these refs during these games called it a 1-for-2.
A 1-for-2, yeah, I like that.
I believe that's what they called it whenever you went to the line. They had said, 1-and-1 or you're shooting 2. They'd call it a 1-for-2.
By the way, this Bradwell Institute is a 5A school. They went 20-6 last year, and they got to the second round of the playoffs. So not a bad team.
It sounds like the second round of the playoffs is sort of a bad luck there.
And they did lose to Tri-Cities, which, by the way, is now a 6A school in Northside's region. Good luck. That's going to be fun. Wow. Oh, Jacobs.
And that one is good. Nice shot there.
My.
So Tyler Matthews proving that he's also got a strap on him. He can jump, but he can also shoot. Almost gets that block. Nice shot there from Fortune Hicks. He had kind of cooled down a little bit. He needed that one to fall. Tyler Matthews with 19 points so far in this one. Passes back to corner. Three-pointer is long there from Jalen Jacobs. Passes to corner. The corner three is way short. Air ball and rebound. That pass does sail, but it looks like it was tipped from Bradwell, so Carver will keep possession underneath their own basket. And TJ Woodson, the one to inbound, he gives it to Jacobs, and Jacobs hits. 8 points for Jalen Jacobs. He didn't even hesitate to take that shot, Rich. He just, as soon as
no
it hit his
question.
hands, it was gone. And they are going to call a reach-in foul there, hopefully. He's okay, is Kendrick Roberts. Gets up. Looks like he might have tweaked his ankle a little bit. I know plenty about that, so.
Yeah, that's hopefully he'll be okay.
Tugging on the jersey just a little bit there was Jaden Taylor.
Hey, Paxton, we got game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight.
Yeah, we do. The Spurs finally ended that Knicks winning streak. Before that loss, Richard, believe it or not, the Knicks had not lost since around mid-April.
Yeah. Yes, they lost to the Hawks. So if you're a Hawks fan, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Fortune Hicks, his 1 for 2 is in and out. TJ Woodson has it. Gives it over to his buddy Matthews. His shot misses and tried to get it. Did Jaden Taylor, but he's going to step out of bounds. 52-35, your score right now. Carver's starting to run away with it. That one is short and rebounded there from Matthews that time. He passes it up to Woodson. Woodson, that's a nice move. Good pass. And in. Jaden Taylor for 2. Set up with that pretty pass from TJ Woodson. He's doing it all right now, Richard.
TJ Woodson doing TJ Woods things.
So we got us a quick timeout here.
I'm excited about this next game. Chaco Whitewater.
That'll be
Whitewater out of Fayetteville.
I mean, we got 2 really good games coming up after this one. This has been a really good game to start things off and start the coverage on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Now, Richard, you were talking to me earlier. You were there for the Pacelli press conference as they named their new head baseball coach. How was that?
Colby Vance, the former minor league player that played for the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, which the Cleanstones play tonight. And that was one of my questions at the press conference. I was like, well, it wasn't really a question. It was like a statement. I'm like, you've had an impressive minor league career. How has that minor league career helped you like relate to these players that are trying to make it, in the minor leagues? And I threw in and by the way, the Pensacola Blue Wahoos play the Cleanstones tonight. I thought that was pretty cool.
No doubt. And Pacelli got him a good one. As Matt Ward
I do believe they got a good coach. I think that they got all the tools and resources to be successful. Yeah, it is a GIAA. Brookstone, Calvary are going to be tough.
What a shot there from Fortune Hicks, but offensive foul was called.
Oh, they took the points off the board? Okay.
It's going to be scary to see how Jacob Velos comes up under Colby Vance, under that tutelage. That'll be exciting to watch.
A 5-tool player. He's one of those players. He's young. He's a young player, and he has got all the tools to be a major league prospect.
No doubt he is incredible. He's so good that during games, pitchers will intentionally pitch around him so that he doesn't swing the bat.
And I believe, I think Cam Carino's coming back too. I think he was a junior, but I'm not. I gotta look that up.
I believe he was. I think he's coming back. At least
I think he's coming back. He's a running back for the football team.
Cam Carino, very good athlete all around. Full court pass from Woodson, throws it like a quarterback into his teammate, and he's going to draw the foul. Does Jason Bellamy, so he'll go to the line for his 1 for 2.
Yeah, they stopped the clock here with 1:45 remaining. So the leading scorer from Bradwell Institute last year, Zion Thomas, averaged 15.5 points a game.
Yeah, I was told by head coach down there Zion was not playing in this.
Not playing in this, but he is on the team, though, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So Bellamy hit his 1 for 2. And that'll put him up to 8 points for the game. Woodson checks out, so that should do it for him for this one.
He's played a lot of minutes, Max.
He has. He's been in the entire game.
You know, he's got to stay in football shape, too. He does football and basketball practice. And I'm sure he goes into the batting cage and swings at a couple pitches for baseball, too. And you know what? He actually is a pretty good soccer player, too.
Just one of those do-it-all guys. Some people are just naturally gifted
Gifted athlete.
Yeah, just athletic ability.
I make the running joke, if Carver had a golf team, he'd be on the golf team, driving the golf club 200 yards and making putts. And
I
was having fun with that.
I wish I had a COVID year of eligibility left. I'd go and play on a golf team.
Oh, you were the golf team at Calvary, weren't you?
I was technically my senior year, but I was hurt, so I wasn't able to play.
Oh, gotcha.
And splits the defense there. Does Caleb Wilbur. He's got 5.
Again, another one of those young players for Carver. Seeing some playing time here.
And tried to rip it away, did Wilbur. Actually, I believe that was A.J. Brooks, possibly. Number 11 down there. 34.8 seconds left to go in this one. This one is pretty much over here, as Carver is up 58-38. Now, Fortune Hicks will go to the line for his 1 for 2. He's got 14 so far, and he'll stay at 14 points. Passes out. The college three-pointer is no good. Rebound Carver. Staying strong in the paint, trying to go back up with it. No good. Hicks spins out of it, passes to the three-point line, and that's good. Nice shot there in the final few seconds. That was... Try and get that number there.
Number 3.
Number 3. So that was DeJuan Richardson who hit that three-pointer, but Carver taking care of business, wins big. And, I mean, just an absolute two-headed monster in Tyler Matthews and TJ Woodson. So I'm excited to see the future of this Carver team and how they're going to be performing when the season hits this winter.
Yeah. No matter what classification, they could play with anybody.
No doubt. And you can't take anything away from Bradwell. They stayed with them tight there for the longest time.
Oh, yeah, no question about it.
But Carver ultimately just pulled away, just the more conditioned team. But that'll do it for right now for me. I got to head out. But, Rich, I believe you're going to be taking over and
Absolutely.
covering these next few games. So
You know it.
have fun with it, Richard. My name's Paxton Holloway. It's been my pleasure. And we'll see you in just about 9 minutes here for game number 2, Chatco versus Whitewater here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we would like to welcome you here to the Lumpkin Center. We got game number 2 here in the Scene Camp. Third and final day. The Chaco Panthers taking on the Wildcats from Whitewater. Chaco out of Casita, Alabama. Whitewater out of Fayetteville. And talking to Coach Sean Glenn, some of the key players from last year's team, Bam Purnell coming back. He's actually in the middle getting ready to tip off. Julius Harris. We got Marcus Irby coming back, Brent Slaughter, and Chase Lawal. Those are some of the key players. The Whitewater Wildcats with the basketball. With it is Cam McIntosh. Swings it over to Jalen Brown. Down low in the post. That is Braylon Bolton. And that is going to be a foul. So Chaco went to the Final Four last year at Fort Valley. They lost to the eventual champions, Clinch County. Obviously, a key contributor from their team was Champ Simpson, but it wasn't just Champ Simpson. They had Jalen Tullis. They had Gavin Patterson. But Coach Glenn feels they still got a nucleus of players that could compete in their region, as they are going to be playing in Class 1A. They did away with Class 1A Division 2 and Division 1. That shot is up, and that is good. Count the bucket for Braylon Bolton. Oh, man, and I'll tell you what, you blink, and Chaco goes fast. That was Julius Harris. Harris with a steal. Oh, what a pass. Brent Slaughter. 3-2 is your score. The Whitewater Wildcats out of Fayetteville. And they've bounced around a little bit. They've been in the same region with LaGrange and Troup County. I see what classification they're going to be in this next year. Here we go. Chaco. Little floater off the glass. No good. And rebounded by McIntosh. Whitewater went 14-16 last year. 7-9 in the 3A classification. They were in the same classification with LaGrange and Troup County, Sandy Creek. Rebounded by Slaughter. Slaughter's going to be that post guy coming up, and shot is up and good. Chaco leading 4-3. We were able to stream some Chaco games the past couple of years. One game that really stood out was that opener last year against Shaw. Champ Simpson had a dunk that went viral. And then we also, 2 years ago, during our rivalry week, we did Chaco-Marion County, which is a very special rivalry. Chaco's also, they got a rivalry with Central Talbotton, Crawford County, Taylor County. They definitely look to compete in their region, as they do have a new region this year, which is actually broken into 2 subdivisions. That shot is up and in. Good shot there by Jalen Brown. And it's now 7-3. Whitewater. Taking across the timeline is Daniel Collins. Collins, top of the key, over to Bolton. Bolton, finger roll, up and in. Good play there by Braylon Bolton, and a steal, and Whitewater start to heat up. They have tied it at 7. Timeout with 4:03 left to go here in the first. Don't forget, we have got Carver Farrell coming up. That is the third and final game that we will have here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The rematch of the second round playoff game. And we're going to have a special guest, too. You definitely want to listen to this special guest. that's going to be coming on the broadcast. I'll give you a hint, folks. He's a staple in the basketball community. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Staple in the basketball community. We've had fun the last 3 days. We've had middle school. We've had JV. They've had 6 courts. And the best part about this, it's free. Just come on down, see some great basketball. Buy some nachos if you want to contribute. That's going to be another whistle. Remember, 8 minutes running clock. They only stop the clock on timeouts and any dead ball plays under 2 minutes. 7-7 is your score. Chaco with the basketball. Jumper, no good. Oh, and just ripping that one down is Jalen Brown. Give over to Collins. Brown on the wing. Inside, trying to split the defenders. McIntosh. McIntosh gets fouled. Have a foul shot coming up as the clock is still running. Whitewater led by their coach, Matt Martin. Yeah, Whitewater has always been Fayette County, Stars Mill, the whole Fayette County school systems over there in Fayetteville, Georgia, which is about an hour and 20 minutes north of Columbus. Got a chance to see them every now and then. Ooh, good fake there by Arthur Lambs, and he puts up a shot. Fayetteville up by 4. Nice pass inside, up and in. Purnell almost had that one. Nice pass inside Bolton, and it's good. Got a chance a little bit to see Chaco taking on Mary Fursons yesterday. Passes to Bam Purnell. Purnell, spin move. Purnell, shot, no good. Rebounded by Bolton. As we are here at the Lumpkin Center, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Bolton, no good. Julius Harris taking it. Here comes Purnell. Sam Purnell, spin move, shot, up, no good. Whitewater coming up with a rebound. That's Collins. Little bounce pass. Collins driving the lane. Puts up a shot and in. Little one-handed shot by Collins. 15-9 is your score. That shot is up and in. Good play there by Brent Slaughter. Chattahoochee County out of Casita, Georgia. Just outside of Fort Benning. About 20 minutes south of Columbus. They do play a lot of Columbus schools, but they are in the same region with Marion County, Central Talbotton, Taylor County, Macon County, Crawford County. That shot's off. Well, they're trying to get the shot off, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Whitewater leading Chaco 15-11 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. All right, ready? All right. We are ready to go with the second quarter. Whitewater up by 4, now up by 6. Kari Crooks gives them a 6-point lead. Bam Purnell. Bam Purnell is this year going to be relied heavily upon being that two-way player for Coach Glenn. Facilitator, defensive stopper. He was the region defensive player of the year. That's up and in. And Chaco had a very, very memorable season last year. Went to the Final Four. We got to be there for the NFHS Network. Bam Purnell. In Middle Georgia Sports Live, we were able to be there. And it was a exciting game against Clinch County. But I tell you, Champ Simpson, boy, he is a special player. And I know that Chaco was excited that they had him for 2 years. 19-13 is your score. Whitewater on top. The Wildcats out of Whitewater, located in Fayetteville, Georgia. Offensive rebound. Lambs off the glass, up and in. Here comes Purnell. Bam Purnell. Nice crossover by Bam. Euro step, finger roll, trying to get the rebound. Lambs trying to save it. Good job saving it. Now Purnell with it. Bam. 3. No good. Lambs gets the rebound. And over to Bolton. Lob pass to Lambs. Baseline. Off the glass, no good. Julius Harris with the rebound. And here comes Chaco. And layup is good. 22-15 is your score. That shot is off. A little bit about Coach Sean Glenn from the Chaco Panthers. Originally from Smyrna, Georgia, played basketball at Campbell High School. We went on to play college basketball at Albany State. And he has been the head basketball coach at Chattahoochee County. A great fan base. They really love their Chaco Panthers. And you get that small town feeling in Casita. It's not that far away from Columbus. A lot of students are military kids that are stationed on Fort Benning. That is up. Rebounded. Slaughter makes it. Brent Slaughter cuts the lead to 5. And here comes Whitewater taking it. Bolton. Over on the wing. McIntosh. Bolton. Shot. Crooks. 3. Gone. Chaco trying to go up. Pass. Good defensive stop there by Whitewater. And going coast to coast. Lamb trying to put it up. Slaughter with a rebound. Pass over to Harris. Harris for 3. Yeah. Julius Harris cuts the lead to 5. And now Jaden Brown takes it across the timeline, just trying to slow it down here with 3:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Lamb thought about the 3. Brown, 3, no good. And Bam Purnell with a rebound. Slaughter gets it on the baseline. Back out to Bam. Bam Purnell. By the way, tremendous athlete. He was also a member of the Chaco baseball team. We've got Jaden Brown coming into the game. And the atmosphere at a Chattahoochee County game especially football, is so unique. And they have those rivalries, especially with Marion County. Marion County is their biggest rival. But they got a rivalry with Taylor County. They got a rivalry with Central Cobblestone. Some some part of the rivalry they have with Stewart County, even though Stewart County is not in their region. Webster County. I mean, all those small counties down below Columbus, they really love their sports. That small town feeling. Don't forget Carver and Farrell coming up next. Coach Pembroke is waiting. They took a little bit of a break. They did play Bradwell Institute. They will end up playing Farrell, which is a rematch of the second round playoff game last year. Don't forget, you can listen to myself and Thrift Behringer tomorrow on the Sports Visions Morning Show. We are filling in for DJ Jones. We got some outstanding guests on the lineup. Slaughter, you get out to Julius Harris. Harris, driving, shot, up. Slaughter with a rebound. Slaughter gets fouled. 25-20, Whitewater on top over Chatco. This has been a lot of fun. Day 3 of this team camp put on by Columbus State University. I want to thank Coach Robert Moore giving us a nice setup. Got some decent crowds. I think we got a middle school behind us playing. Or that could be a JV team. I'm not sure. Slaughter misses it. Chaco's got a player by the name of Chase Lawal, and I'm trying to remember why that player's name sounds familiar. I'll have to find out where he went to school. But yeah, that's a very familiar player. And when you call high school basketball games for 4 years now, you remember them in middle school. And Jordan Munford gives Whitewater a 7-point lead. Passes it inside, stolen by Darren Taylor. And a long pass over to Jaden Brown. Good job saving it. Taylor. Back out to McIntosh. McIntosh. Crooks driving. McIntosh open. 3 off the mark. We got a foul with 5.5 seconds until the half. Not sure if this is going to be enough time for Chatco to get a shot off, but we'll see. Are they moving the ball? Going to go to the other side of the court? I believe so. Don't forget, next week, we've got the Swoosh League put on by legendary coach George Williams. On June 24th, we got the 7-on-7 tournament at Smith Station. Of course, we got Columbus Lions, Columbus United. Still a busy summer. 0.8. That'd be enough time for a catch and shoot. I don't even think we can get 0.8 on the scoreboard. It's like it's either we round up, so probably 1 second. Yeah, that won't be enough to get him. We're at the half. Whitewater leading Chaco 27-20. We got one more half to go in game 2 of the team camp here at Columbus State University. We'll be back after this. And we are back here. And I just want to say, I see him on the bench. Big shout out to my guy, Ken Washington, former Columbus Lions defensive tackle, who is now the flag football coach for Chaco. And he's on the bench there with Coach Glenn. Love Ken Washington. I had the privilege of calling his games when he was a Columbus Lion in 2022 and 2023. Now the flag football coach for the inaugural season for the Chaco Lady Panthers. Well, we're switching sides. Lamb shot off the glass, no good. Bam Purnell pulls down the rebound with authority. Now he's trying to go coast to coast. And Bam Purnell, a little too strong on that. And now Bolton. What a pass. McIntosh, good. And it's a 9-point lead for Whitewater. Purnell, jumper, good. Right at the foul shot line. It's 29-22. Collins. Over to Bolton on the wing. Lamb. Swings it. Wings it around. Chaco in their zone. Yeah, Brown. Jaden Brown trying to cross over. Over to McIntosh. Shot clock at 4. Got to get a shot off. 2, 1. Do they even know when the shot clock expired? No, they did not. It's a shot clock violation. It will be Chaco ball. Got to pay attention to the shot clock. There's Julius Harris. And for a second there, I thought Whitewater was in their full court press. Chaco moving. Harris, 3. No good. McIntosh with the rebound. Here comes McIntosh on a fast break. Brown to McIntosh. Off the glass. Saved it into the hands of Slaughter. Here comes Bam Purnell. Purnell with some space. Bam lost the dribble. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. And it will be Chaco basketball. Don't forget, coming up next, the rematch of the second round playoff game in 2A last year. Carver and Farrell. Purnell, what a pass. But it was a block there by Bolt. Stolen by Slaughter. Shot up and in. 4-0 run for Chaco. Here comes Collins. Nice pass into Lamb. That's just fundamental basketball right there. Arthur Lamb's now 31-24. He's got the steal there. Will remain Chaco ball. Got the running clock. Got a fantastic day of basketball all day on 6 courts. We're glad to be bringing you these last 3 games of the day. We saw Carver beat Bradwell Institute. Paxton Holloway was on the call. And we got Chaco and Whitewater. Baseline. Jumper is good. 31-26. The defense by Bam Purnell trying to get the trap, trying to get a steal. Kari Crooks coming in. Whitewater looking for the screen. Driving to open lane, but missed. And it goes out of bounds to Chaco. Daniel Collins had an open lane, just could not finish. And that's going to be stolen by McIntosh. Up, and Daniel Collins redeemed himself with that lay-in. 33-26. Whitewater off the steal. That was a good job getting the turnover. Here's Julius Harris. Harris going to be relied upon heavily for his shooting abilities. Lamb with the rebound. That was no good. Stolen by Bam. 3-on-2 fast break. Bam Purnell, and he gets fouled. Bam Purnell was an integral part of that Final Four team last year. Not only led by Champ Simpson, Gavin Patterson, Javen Tolis, Bam Purnell was in the mix, along with Julius Harris, Marcus Irby. They have a new player this year, Chase Lawal. Purnell makes it. Without count for two, it's 33-28. I'll tell you what, Chaco has outscored McIntosh 8-2 in this second half. That's up and in. Good job there by Kari Crooks. 7-point lead for McIntosh. Bam Purnell. Oh, just missed. Strong finish by Bam. Shot is up for three. No good. And stolen by Bam. Purnell got it poked away. Chattahoochee County ended up winning the region last year. Had to go on the road in the quarters, taking on Bowden because of the GHSA coin flip, which, by the way, will be done away with. Thank goodness. But they were able to get the win on the road against a very tough Bowden team to reach the Final Four, where they lost to Clinch County. But Clinch County was the eventual champions of Class 1A Division II. 28-2 record, 16-0 in the region. Their only loss last year in the regular season was to Cairo and then to Clinch County. Perfect record in the regular season. Bam Purnell, who's coming into his junior year, he averaged 15.5 points a game. Champ Simpson averaged 21.5 points a game. Javen Tolis, Gavin Patterson. Also, Jordan Thomas was another key contributor last year as well. There's almost dunk, but that's going to be 2 points. Down by 5 is Checo. Sorry, Crooks. Over on the wing, Williams. Williams shot up. Harris, we got a foul. 23.9 seconds left to go here in the third. It's Carver awaiting patiently. If you look at some of the teams that Chaco beat last year, they beat Shaw, they beat Russell County, Glenwood, Brookstone. They beat Sumter County. They beat Spencer. I tell you, that is a list of who's who that they have beaten to have a very special season last year. They were a Final Four participant, and they were in top of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live rankings, and we included them in the rankings because we did several of their games. That is stolen by Crooks. 7 seconds. Up and in. It's 37-30. 0.7 seconds. 0.7. There's Champ Simpson. Champ watching his former team. Big shout out to his dad, Curtis Simpson. That's Parks and Rec. I think Champ Simpson's going to be in that night ballers. Can't wait to see him. 37-30. Whitewater leading Chatco by 7. We got one more quarter to go. We'll be back after this here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we are back here at the Lumpkin Center, Columbus State University. The Desiderio, who checked into the game. There's Bolton, baseline. There's Desiderio, shot, no good. Racing it down, putting up the shot. Chaco now trails by 5. Don't forget, we got a very special guest that's going to be joining me for that Carver-Farrell game. As McIntosh back to a 7-point lead for Whitewater. There's Bam Purnell. Purnell for 3. How about Bam Purnell making a big shot? It's 39-35. And despite all the players that Chaco lost last year, Champ Simpson, Javen Tolis, Gavin Patterson, I still think this is a championship caliber team. This is a team that looks like they can compete for a region title, make the playoffs, and make a deep run in the playoffs. 6:46 remaining. Don't forget Carver-Farrell. That is the third and final game today, and that is going to put a bow on this team camp. We've been here for the last 3 days. And Carver's like, they're ready to go. They're ready to go into the gym. Farrell, I'm looking, they're over there, their white uniforms. They got their warm-up suits on. They are ready to go. I know their coach over there got some local ties to Columbus. Some mutual friends, I believe. Nice pass. Inside the Lamb. Just couldn't finish. He got a foul. I'll tell you what, game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight at the Garden. Spurs, Knicks. Wow. Cannot wait for that. Knicks try to win a title for the first time since 1973. Bam Purnell. Shot. Slaughter up and in. And Chaco trails by 2. Trying to go for the full court press and trying to get the steal. Back out. Shot is no good by Crooks. Here comes Bam Purnell. Spin move. Purnell off the glass. Crooks with a rebound. Crooks with a spin move. And Bam was trying to pick his pocket. There'll be Whitewater ball. 5:34 remaining here in the ball game. Collins with it. Daniel Collins. The whistle and a foul. Yeah, we got the middle school kids behind us. Let's see, we got the Blackhawks and the Rangers. I don't think they're from this area. We did have Fort taking on Brookstone Middle School earlier. I think you had a pretty decent crowd for that. And Chatco just tied it up. They were down by as many as 9. It is now 39 all. What a comeback for the Chatco Panthers. And I believe Whitewater is a 4A school with the new classification. So it's pretty impressive, taking on a 4A school. Van Purnell gives Chatco the 2-point lead. I tell you what, I think Van Purnell is going to have a great year for Chatco. He averaged 15.5 points a game last year. Slaughter, I know Whitewater's coach wondering where the foul was. 41-41. We got a back and forth game here. There's Bam Purnell. Purnell, shot, up, Harris to Slaughter, foul. Taking this on the inbounds, Jaden Brown. Here with 3:40 left to go here in the game. Brooks to Brown. Brown. Bounce pass. Collins rattles in and out. Bolt or McIntosh will have a chance. Put a foul shot will be worth 2. So Champ Simpson here in attendance watching his old team. He's signed to play for Southeast Missouri. Had a very incredible year. 2-time Region Player of the Year. Averaged 21.1 points a game last year. And had a viral dunk in that opener against Shaw in Casita. Corey Crooks. 43-41 is Whitewater trying to get the steal. They're diving for loose balls. They really are playing hard here in the Summer League, treating this like it's a regular season game. But we do have a timeout with 2:40 remaining. Whitewater leading Chatco 43-41. And we'll keep it here because that's what we like to do. And Coach Sean Glenn leading Chatco to another Final Four appearance. They did go in 2021. A very incredible year last year, making it to the Final Four once again. Just happened to run into the eventual champions, Clinch County. And looking forward to streaming Chatco games this season. So they play a lot of the Columbus schools. We saw them in the Border Wars against Glenwood a couple years ago. Champ Simpson ended up making a buzzer beater in that. Chatco with the ball, trailing by 2. And we got another foul. And they stopped the clock once again. We might have a malfunction with the clock. I am not sure what is going on here. Oh, it's a foul that's going to be warranted for foul shots. Because they do count up the fouls. They do count up the fouls. And Bam Purnell going to go to the line. Trying to see. We got some other players. Purnell ties it up. That could be coming back. We talk about Jordan Thomas. We talk about Jeff Brzezinski. I know that saw him yesterday. A 6'6", 280 junior coming back as senior year. Brent Slaughter, he's 6'4". I mean, they do have some size. Marcus Irby, I believe he is wearing 0. And then we got newcomer Chase Lawal. You see Ken Washington, the assistant coach, along with Coach Glenn. Last time Chaco was here, the holiday showcase, they beat Spencer earlier this year. And they've had some statement wins. I think that the win over Russell County last year really was a statement win because Russell County is a 6A school in Alabama that went to the second round of the playoffs. We got Bam Purnell at the line. It's 43-42. Purnell misses. And rebounded by Crooks. Got to get the steal. Over to Lamb. Back to Crooks. Whitewater up by 1. Crooks. Good move. Driving inside. Splits the defenders. There's Daniel Collins. Corner 3. Rattles out. McIntosh with a rebound. McIntosh putting up a shot and count the bucket. Cam McIntosh gives Whitewater the 3-point play, and it's a 4-point lead for Whitewater. The Whitewater Wildcats out of Fayetteville, Georgia. Don't forget, we got Carver and Farrell coming up next. Lamb. Back over to Crooks. Crooks inside McIntosh. McIntosh off the glass. 48-42. Here's Bam Purnell. Purnell driving. Pull up. Jumper. No good. Lamb with a rebound. Lamb over to Crooks. 136 remaining. Purnell trying to go for the steal. Crooks. Floater. No good. Bolton puts it up. No good. Here comes Chaco. The Chaco Panthers. Purnell, top of the key. Shot. No good. Chasing it down. Offensive rebound. Euro step. Good. It's a 4-point lead for Whitewater. Collins. Lamb. Tipped. Collins. Floater. No good. Got to save it. That is going to be off of Whitewater. Great job there by Bam Purnell to deflect that off of the Whitewater player. Chaco, 50 seconds remaining. They're down by 4. But first, we got ourselves a timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hey, we got one more game after this. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Whitewater. It's Chaco. We are having fun here at the Lumpkin Center. Paxton Holloway called the first game today. It was Carver and Bradwell Institute. I like to throw those nuggets out there, let everybody know where these schools are, where they're located, the schools that are not in our area. And if you want to get technical, Whitewater is just outside our area. Fayetteville, about an hour and 20 minutes north of Columbus. But, they end up playing a lot of the local teams. They were in the same region with Troup County and LaGrange last year. There's Bam Purnell. Chaco down by 4. Purnell for 3. No good. Oh, what a rebound and putting it up and in. It's a 2-point lead for Whitewater. Got to get the steal. Lamb. Did he get the timeout? Did he get the timeout off? Coach Glenn was hoping for a travel. 27.7 seconds remaining. Man, we've got a pretty tight game here as Checo trying to get the steal and maybe steal the win with the three-pointer. So behind me, we've got Lee Middle School from Lee County going to be playing in middle school basketball. The Lee County Trojans. I've been in their middle school gymnasium, had a gymnastics meet, flipping on the Flint down in Albany, but really it was Leesburg. Leesburg is just outside of Albany and Doherty County and Lee County over there. All right, Lamb. He's going to inbounds it. Chaco hoping for a steal. You got a foul. You got a foul. Trying to go for the steal. And they do get the steal. Bam Purnell. Pass. We're tied. Shot up. With a foul. 13.2 seconds. Could we end up having overtime? I don't think they do overtime in Summer League basketball. But we do have a player slow getting up, but looks like he's going to be okay. Hopefully he can walk on his own power. I just hate seeing a sight like that, but just gotta recover, just get ready for the upcoming season. And that's what's tough about being in Summer League. But still, there's plenty of time to get recovered and get ready for the start of the season. A lot of these teams, especially these smaller schools, are multi-sport athletes. And so you got football season coming up. 48-48, 13.2 seconds remaining. Daniel Collins to the line for Whitewater. Collins misses. We'll get another opportunity. Makes it. Whitewater up by one. 13.2 seconds left. Chaco can win it here. Final possession, but we have got a timeout. 9.4 seconds. Chaco has a chance to win it on a buzzer beater. Coach Robert Moore in the building, doing Robert Moore things. What a great job he has done putting on this camp, even officiating some of those middle school games the other day. And we appreciate just the staff here. AD Justin Hay and the Brian Evans just helping with everything, getting our setup going. And hey, it's been a pleasure. Got a timeout, 9.4 seconds. Chaco has a chance to win it here on a buzzer beater. If anything, you got to give credit for Chaco. They're down by 9. They're able to have a chance to win it. They fought back in this one. Here we go. Baseline. Driving. Up. Fouled with 6.2 seconds. And Chaco can take the lead. Tell you, Coach Glenn is impressed. That was a hard move to the basket. This has been a lot of fun. Tell you, Chaco. Better watch out for Chaco next year. I think they're going to be sneaky good. Still got a lot of great players on their team that made it to the Final Four last year. That foul shot misses, and I am guilty of the announcer jinx. Talking about how great Chaco was, and he ends up missing the foul shot. I apologize. That just ain't right. He misses them both. Whitewater with the rebound. Whitewater with it. Gonna foul. 2.5 seconds. You got to give credit for Chaco for battling here in this game. They do not want to lose this game. You could have easily just let the clock run out. They're fouling the Whitewater player because they still think with 2.5 seconds, they still have a chance to try to put up a last-second shot to try to win this match, to win this game. I got soccer in the brain, folks. That's why I said match. World Cup's tomorrow. Come on. To the line, Jordan Munford for Whitewater. Basket's no good. Purnell. Heave-ho! Whitewater wins it by 1. What a fun and entertaining game. Chaco and Whitewater did not disappoint. Hey, stick around, folks. We got Carver and Farrell coming up next. That is the third and final game here for the Team Camp Columbus State University live here at the Lufkin Center on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, the moment y'all been waiting for, the game that everybody wanted to see, the rematch. Second round playoff exit by the Carver Tigers last year. They have this game on their minds. Farrell upset them in the playoffs. And here we are. It's Farrell, it's Carver. Carver led by Jalen Jacobs, TJ Woodson, Jaden Taylor. Farrell. Shot. And it's blocked. Great play there. Here comes TJ Woodson. Woodson passes it inside to trying to get the roster here for the Carver Tigers. Woodson to Taylor. Behind the arc. Back out to TJ. TJ Woodson. Oh, what a crossover. Lost it off his foot. Jaden Taylor up and in. Carver's up 2-0. You really have got to be impressed how Carver's going to try to respond. Losing key players from last year's team, including Tobias Tolbert, who now is at Kennesaw State. Shot up and good. Be a whistle. And TJ Woodson will inbounds it. 5:17 remaining here in the first. Over to Jalen Jacobs. Now Jacobs can shoot. TJ with it. Passes it to Jacobs. Jacobs, 3-ball. No good. Tipped. Matthews getting it. And we are Farrell able to pull it down. Trying to pull it up. Shot is up and good. Farrell with a 4-2 lead here. That shot is no good. Jaden Taylor trying to get the rebound. So a little bit about Farrell. 18-13 last year. We know about the upset win over Carver in the second round. They beat Hart County in the Elite Eight, lost to the eventual champions, Morgan County, in the Final Four. They are led by their head coach, Patavius Sorrell. And some of their leading scorers, Morion McWhorter, who was a junior last year, averaged 17.6 points a game. They do have two seniors that were in double figures that went on to graduate, Gordon Davis and Andrew Taylor. But Morion McWhorter, I'm trying to figure out what his number is. They have him as number 22. But I don't know. I don't see a number 22 out there. 4-2 is your score. Farrell is on top. Now it's 6-2. Actually, that's going to be 5-2. They didn't give him credit for 2 there. That was actually a technical foul. So Farrell gets the ball back off the inbounds. 3-pointer is good. Dexter Lyons. Farrell is up 8-2. This Farrell team, this was a Final Four team last year. Farrell out of Atlanta, and probably their most famous basketball player to ever come out of Farrell. Now, he didn't graduate from Farrell. Anthony Edwards played at Farrell, but then he transferred to Holy Spirit Prep in the GIAA. Pass. Shot. Good. That's a three-pointer for Tyler Matthews. And it's now 8-5. Passing it inside. Good ball movement. Drive in. And up and in. Farrell with a 10-5 lead. Here comes TJ Woodson. Woodson likes to go coast to coast. Here's Jaden Taylor driving. Taylor gets fouled. I have a sub coming in. That's exactly what we are going to do. You have a player that's Jaden Taylor going to go to the line here for two for Carver. Carver led by their head coach, Eric Pembroke Allen. He helped lead that Spencer team to a state championship in 2022. He played at Carver. I believe this is his third or fourth year as the Carver head basketball coach. They've had multiple Final Four appearances. They went to the Final Four, lost to Butler in 2024. Or no, 2025. 2024, they lost to Sandy Creek in the Final Four. Woodson almost stole that one. Pass up and in. Good ball movement. Farrell now leading 12-7. And you got to wonder if, with Carver playing a game earlier today, if they have tired legs. I mean, this is the third and final day of the team camp. That shot is off and no good. Rebounded by TJ Woodson. I'll tell you one guy that doesn't run out of a motor is TJ Woodson. As that pass to Jalen Jacobs got blocked. 1:33 left to go here in the first quarter. 12-7.
Thanks for coming in.
Inbounds to TJ on the baseline. TJ off the glass. We're going to get a whistle on Farrell. Some of the key players on Farrell's roster: Jeremiah Duffy, Dexter Lyons, Antoine Young, Lakari Crouch, Caleb Parrott, Caleb Tukes, Morian McWhorter, the leading scorer from last year's team. They're all wearing different numbers. Farrell went 18-13. They're in. Last year they were in 2A. I'm trying to figure out if what classification they're gonna be in this year. As what a lead there by Jalen Jacobs. 12-11 now. It's a 1-point lead for Farrell. We do have a player down with 34.9 seconds here in the first quarter. This is the third and final game, and this is the third and final day for the team camp here at Columbus State University. Yeah, Farrell is actually, they were in a region with Hapeville Charter, Carver of Atlanta, Washington, but then you have three private schools in their region. KIPP Atlanta, Holy Innocents Episcopal and love it. .9 seconds. Here, last year, Farrell did play in the Lemon Street Classic. They lost to North Clayton. We had a chance to see North Clayton taking on Central on Monday. They were able to beat Redan, and they beat Carver, and then they ended up beating Park County. Carver was the number 1 overall seed, and Farrell was the 16th seed, and they got the big upset in the second round, and then they beat Hart County, who got a big upset against Spencer. So Farrell had pretty much a clear path to get to the Final Four last year, but lost to the eventual champions, Morgan County. Carver trailing by 1. Nice pass inside, and that's going to be a foul. Earlier today, we saw Carver beat Bradwell Institute. We also saw Whitewater ended up beating Chatco. Nice steal. Carver with the basketball. Jalen Jacobs. Back out to Taylor. Jaden Taylor. Over to TJ. TJ Woodson trying to cross over his man. Lost the basketball. It did get tipped, but that will end the first quarter. And Farrell leading the Carver Tigers 12-11. We'll be back after this here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Farrell with the turnover. Carver with the basketball start of the second quarter. And another turnover. It'll go back to Farrell. The rematch of the second round game that really sent shockwaves into the GHSA state playoffs. A huge upset. The 16 seed Farrell ended up beating the Carver Tigers on their home floor, the number 1 overall seed. And it resulted in Farrell making a Final Four appearance. This was the matchup that everybody wanted to see. Carver and Farrell. Oh, stolen by Tyler Matthews. What a steal. Matthews gets fouled and he'll go to the line. Tyler Matthews just leaping up to go after that one. Hey, we got a pretty decent crowd here at the Lubbock Center. A lot of basketball fans wanting to watch this. Shot, no good. It's going to go back to Farrell. Maybe an over and back call on Tyler Matthews trying to get the rebound. Well, big shout out to Herman Porter. We got this Porter Sports camp going on at Pacelli. Was there earlier today to see the girls in action. Congratulations to new Pacelli baseball coach, Kobe Vance, the former minor leaguer, the draft pick of the Oakland Athletics. Played for the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and some other minor league teams. Also played in AAA. Played college baseball at the University of Alabama. There's TJ Woodson. Carver's got the 1-point lead. It only took a matter of time for Carver to get back in this game. You got to think Carver has got to be the favorites in 3A. With the new classification, they're in a new region with Sumter County, Crisp County, Worth County. Farrell gets the lead once again. Also, Kendrick and Jordan in their region as well. TJ Woodson with it. Passes it to Jade Taylor. Bellamy. Back out, Tyler Matthews. Good. 3-point shot there for Tyler Matthews. 16-14 is your score. Poked away. Trying to get the steal. Matthews with the steal. TJ behind the back. Jalen Jacobs, corner three, no good. Stolen, Jaden Taylor. Foot was on the line. Going back to Farrell. .430 left to go here in the second quarter. Carver leading Farrell 16-14. We'll step aside here. The third and final day of the team camp here at Columbus State University on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And welcome back here. That was a traveling violation on Farrell. Carver with the basketball up by 2. TJ Woodson bringing it across the timeline. Swings it over to Bellamy. I believe that's Bellamy. Matthews. Corner. And another foul. Long pass over to TJ. Woodson trying to feed it inside. And that was a little pump check. Both going after the ball. It's incidental contact. Hey, some of the people have decided to stick around for this one. This is a game they wanted to see. Got Carver and Farrell. Jalen Jacobs about to check in. Gets good. That was the first shot. And we got another one coming. And that foul shot is good, and we're tied once again at 16. Woodson to Jacob. To Matthews. Back to Woodson. Swings it over to Jalen Jacobs for three, and he got fouled. Jalen Jacobs will go to the line. 3:05 left to go. Misses that shot. Got us up, off the glass and in. Farrell back on top by 2. With Woodson. To Jaden Taylor. Stolen by Farrell. Back out. 3-pointer. And no good. Carver basketball. Comes CJ Woodson. Woodson inside of Matthews. Back out to Woodson. Woodson driving, splitting the defenders, and ended up losing it. Just going into traffic. Farrell just able to collapse on him to force the turnover, but Carver does get it back. Jaden Taylor will go to the line. Carver trying to tie it here. And misses. Farrell coming up for the rebound. Baseline. Jumper. Good. Stolen by Farrell. I think that's Morton McWhorter, who did wear 22 last year, but it looks like he's wearing 21. Leading scorer from Farrell last season. 4-point lead for Farrell as the Panthers leading the Tigers with 51.5 seconds remaining in the half. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Third and final day of the team camp put on by Columbus State University. You see assistant coach over there, Jamal Brinkley. Part of the football coaching staff with Coach Jarvis Jones. And we also saw the AD of Carver, Coach Anson Hunley. Thinking of Jarvis, Coach Jarvis Jones in the building. The Carver Tigers head football coach. He's got a couple of football players out there. Carver opens up their season August 21st against Douglas of Atlanta on the road at Lakewood Stadium. The game before the Spencer matchup in the Heritage Bowl. Spin move. Oh, what a steal there by TJ Woodson. Here comes Carver on a fast break. Jaden Taylor. Get a little physical out there. There's no love lost between these two teams. Carver knows they want to make a statement here. I'm going to try to knock off the team that knocked them off in the second round of the playoffs last year. So Jaden Taylor is going to go to the line with 26.6 seconds remaining here until the halftime. Taylor makes it 2-point game. Farrell with possession. Carver looking for the trap. 15 seconds. Carver just swarming on defense. Farrell going to try to hold for the final shot. Puts it up. That shot is off. 0.7 seconds. Nope. That will be the half. Farrell leads Carver 20-18. We got one more half to go here in the team camp here at Columbus State University, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. And welcome back here to the Lumpkin Center. 20-18 is your score. Carver with the basketball. Farrell ends up getting it. Farrell Panthers out of Atlanta. Taking on the Carver Tigers. Lob pass, top of the key. Security Dawkins swings it over inside on that baseline. Driving the lane off the glass, no good. And Wesley able to get that blocked. Jaden Taylor slow getting up. Coach Jarvis Jones looking on. Jaden Taylor, one of the top defensive players for the Carver Tigers football team. Taylor makes it. We're tied once again. Trying to get it off. And they do. Stolen by TJ. TJ Woodson, and that's a foul on Farrell. I tell you, you can't even tell that Carver played a basketball game 3 hours ago because it looks like they are refreshed. Dawkins to Matthews. Back out to Jalen. TJ. Dawkins. Matthews, corner three, good! Carver takes a 3-point lead. Trying to trap this. Stolen by TJ. TJ Woodson passes to Taylor. Good, count the bucket. And Carver. They now lead by 6. You don't think that this is a big game? You don't think they want to try to win this game? They are making a statement here against a team that made it to the Final Four last year. Carver with the basketball. Dawkins will inbounds it to TJ Woodson. Woodson over to Jalen Jacobs. To Tyler or to Jaden Taylor, and he traveled. .5:17 remaining here in the third. Farrell with the basketball. Trying to talk it over. See what the call is here. Now it's Farrell's basketball. Carver trying to get the steal. We got that full court press. Almost got the steal right there. There's a long 3-pointer. No good. That's going to be a foul. A foul on Farrell. Cubs TJ Woodson. Woodson's going to play wide receiver for Coach Jarvis Jones in the fall. Looking forward to him being out there and catching passes from starting quarterback Sebastian Hurd, a.k.a. the box top assassin. Farrell got the steal. They're down by 6. Oh, how about that steal by TJ Woodson? Jaden Taylor up and in. It's an 8-point lead for Carver. It was only a matter of time before Carver going on a run. Yeah, TJ Woodson might have like 5 steals in this game. Taylor almost lost it. Back out. Shot up and in, and it ends the Carver run. Farrell now trails by 6.
Get a break.
That was a foul. Here comes TJ. Over to Jalen Jacobs. DJ looking for the screen. Jaden Taylor trying to help him out. Back out to Taylor. Jaden driving in the paint. And he gets fouled. So Farrell last year, Morton McWhorter averaged 17.6 points a game. He's a junior from last year, coming back. I believe he's on the team this year. Gordon Davis has graduated. Hutcherson has graduated. Andrew Taylor has graduated. Yeah, Farrell is missing a lot of their key players from the Final Four team last year. Dexter Lyons is back. He was a key contributor last year for Farrell. We got Antoine Young back. And I believe Papa Mabe also is back. Carver, foul shot, no good. It's 28-22. Farrell with the basketball, driving, sharked by Jalen Jacobs. That's going to go out of bounds off Farrell. Good hustle play there by Jalen. I've really been impressed with the hustle play. Carver that found themselves down in this game. But Jalen Jacobs for three, no good. The rebound, McWhorter. Able to pull that one down. Long three-point attempt is off the mark, and that's going to be a foul on Carver. I believe that was Papa Mabe.
He's open.
Rebounded by Jacobs. Here comes TJ. TJ resetting the offense. Farrell in the 2-3 zone. Screen set up by Matthews. TJ passes it to Jalen Jacobs, corner three, and that's a foul. I'll tell you what, Jalen Jacobs, he could shoot the lights out of the basketball. We're going to see him this year be the prolific shooters in our area. Jalen Jacobs and the development of these young Carver players is going to bowl nicely in their new classification in 3A.
Go. Stay with it.
Shot is no good, and that was ripped away by Farrell. Jeremiah Duffy being guarded by Tyler Matthews. Swings it over to Antoine Young. Young. Duffy takes it back out. And out of play. 20 seconds remaining here in the third. Lakari Crouch checking into the game for Farrell. Crouch. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Carver Tigers leading the Panthers from Farrell. Nope, we got 10.4 seconds. The buzzer sounded prematurely. 10.4 seconds. Carver will probably get a shot off here. Jump the gun on that one. Tyler Matthews will inbounds it. Carver will probably get one more crack at it before the start of the fourth quarter. TJ, pass, Taylor, good! 3 seconds, 2 seconds, long heave ho. And the Carver Tigers lead by 8 with one more quarter to go over Farrell. in the rematch of the second round playoff matchup for the 2A classification last year. 30-22 is your score. Carver on top over Therrell. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here to the Lumpkin Center, start of the fourth quarter. Therrell with the basketball, Crouch with it. Panthers down by 8. Dexter Lyons over to Crouch. Crouch back over to Lyons. Swings it inside. Taylor lost it. Stolen by the Carver Tigers. Here comes TJ Woodson. Little bump check. He does get the ball back. Swings it over to Tyler Matthews. Back to Woodson, top of the key. Woodson with a little spin move. Jayla Jacobs open for 3. No good. And pulling that one down is Andrew Taylor. Taylor to the races. And Therrell now trails by 6. Here comes TJ. Passes it to Jacobs. Into Jaden. Jaden Taylor from behind the arc. Setting up the offense. Little movement from TJ Woodson. Trying to create space. Little lob pass inside to Dawkins. Back out TJ. Top of the key. Fires up. Good! TJ Woodson with a big 3-pointer, and it's a 9-point lead for Carver. Here comes Dexter Lyons. Duffy, Lyons, Taylor, Crouch, baseline, Crouch, Taylor, up, and good. I think we might end up having a game that could go down to the wire. Carver and Therrell. Jacobs for 3, no good. Taylor with a big rebound. Taylor slow getting up. Looks like Taylor's going to be okay. So this Therrell team, led by their head coach, Pentavia Sorrell. Carver led by their coach, Eric Pembroke Allen. Dexter Lyons. Over to Duffy. Duffy. That is McWhorter. Duffy. No good. Tyler Matthews with a rebound. And that's going to be a turnover on Carver. Earlier today, we saw Carver beat Bradwell Institute. The game before this one went down to the wire. Whitewater defeated Chatco. Stolen by Matthews. Here comes Carver, Jaden Taylor. Shot up and in by Dawkins. 9-point lead for Carver. Dexter Lyons. Back out. Shot. No good by Crouch. Rebounded by Dawkins. Here comes TJ. Woodson. Jaden Taylor. Blocked. Out of play. He'll stay here with Carver. Rematch of the second round game last season. Farrell would take that momentum, and they would end up beating Hart County in the quarters and eventually losing in the Final Four to the state champions, Morgan County. But now Carver is in the 3A classification. And they are in a region with Worth County, Crisp County, Sumter County, Kendrick, and Jordan. That's going to be a lot of fun. .420 left to go here in the contest. So far, this is the fourth game that we have seen Carver play in this camp. They have been undefeated so far. They beat Russell County and they beat Habersham Central on Monday. We were here all day for that. And they beat Bradwell Institute earlier today. Jacobs inbounds to Jaden Taylor. Taylor, baseline, just bullies his way, but just could not get the foul call. Good defense there by Farrell with 4:14 left to go. You know Farrell's not going to give up. Farrell did lose a couple of seniors on that Final Four team last year, but they still want to try to compete. Taylor, shot up, comes up short, and rebounded by Duffy. Crouch, lost it, stolen. TJ Woodson on a fast break, tipped. Stolen by Lyons. Lob pass, Taylor. Taylor puts a shot up, no good. TJ Woodson with a rebound. There he comes, shot, Matthews. Matthews will get fouled. And Tyler Matthews will go to the line. A sub coming in for Carver. Bellamy checking in for Dawkins. So they're pretty much finished with the middle school and JV games on the top courts. And they're just wrapping it up. We just got some kids just shooting around. Right now, this is the main focus of the game. Taylor up, coming up short. Big rebound there by TJ. Over to Jalen. Jacobs for three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by McWhorter. Stolen by TJ Woodson. That's his sixth steal of the game, and that's up and into Tyler Matthews. It's a 13-point lead for Carver. And a turnover, Farrell. Carver gets it back. Carver just has so much energy that I don't know what it was, but Farrell jumped out to that early lead. It might have been just tired legs, but they were able to get into a rhythm. TJ tried to go for a seventh steal. Well, we got a jump ball. We haven't had a whole lot of jump balls in summer league play. .211 left to go. Trying to put a bow on the team camp here at Columbus State University. We are at the Lumpkin Center, a fantastic venue. Home of the Columbus State Cougars. NCAA Division II out of the Peach Belt Conference. Got to the second round of the NCAA tournament last season. Lost to Lander. But if it's any consolation, Lander lost in the championship. So with Columbus State ended up winning the Peach Belt regular season. They got to host the Peach Belt Conference tournament. We were privileged to see Columbus State hosting the Southeast region 2 years ago. As number 25 is that's good by Farrell. It's 39-28. Farrell's going to need to get some stops here. Taylor to Matthews. Nice pass to TJ Woodson. That's going to be a traveling violation. TJ was trying to see Dawkins. Dawkins missed that pass, and TJ caught his own pass. But, that's how quick TJ is. But the ref caught it, and it's a traveling violation. Yeah, after this game, I'm watching Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks and the Spurs. Looking forward to it. It's Taylor. Taylor off the glass and in. 41-28 with 1:17 remaining. Pretty nifty move there by Dexter Lyons. Taylor. Back at the Lions. Lions for 3. No good. Taylor swats it away, and it'll go back to Carver. We got a whole lineup of players coming in. And I believe that's Bellamy, number 21. I kept saying Bellamy's number 11. All right, less than a minute to go. With the youngsters in there for Carver. Get some playing time. Coach Allen taking his starters out. Pretty impressed with their performance here in the Summer League. We expect big things from Carver this upcoming season. They have got to be one of the favorites in 3A. No question about it. The way they're able to handle a 5A school, Bradwell Institute, well, this Carver team is going to be for real. That shot, trying to get the shot off. 15 seconds. Get ready to put a bow on this thing. I don't think Carver's going to try to shoot it. They're just satisfied. There's the shot. Oh, that shot right at the buzzer. Of course they're going to shoot it. 45-28. They end up getting the win over the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last year. They beat Farrell 45-28. This has been fun. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. I want to thank my producer, Mazzani Matthews. I could have done this without her. She is just awesome. Paxton Holloway, thank you, man, calling that first game. We are out of here. We're putting a bow on this team camp. Thank you for watching the broadcast. We'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Have a good night, everybody.